Hey guys, and welcome to another Polymer clay tutorial. Today we will create Diddy on donkey's back using a backpack rocket. You don't have to be afraid, this figure looked very complicated, but we will create it step by step. We will start with Diddy's head, so this is just a simple brown ball, and we will add some ochre to that for the mouth. I cut open this piece for the mouth, and this is a dark red we can put inside, and just a piece of brighter red for the tongue. And I can already see a Diddy in this piece of clay. Okay, for the eyes, well, maybe I should tell, I decided to create a very tiny figure, but you can also be on a bigger scale and create a much bigger figure, and well, it all depends on how you like it. Just added the iris with black clay, and this is very important, just a tiny piece of white clay giving that shine in the eyes. Okay, this is the characteristic baseball cap Diddy is always wearing, and there is always this Nintendo logo right on the front of this cap. Of course, at this scale, this tiny scale, it's impossible to create the word Nintendo with all the capitals. But, well, so I just added some details and I pretend that it says Nintendo. The ears and the nose holes are made, and Diddy's head is finished. This is the body of Diddy. Also just a brown ball with some ochre, and then you cut in half the two balls and you get the torso. Just adding some details. I just want to give you some background information why I decided to create this figure and also the Donkey Kong tutorial. Just click on the eye on the right corner. As a child I didn't have a video game console, so I had to go to a friend's place to play Nintendo. And at this time Super Nintendo was very popular, and I loved Donkey Kong Country. I can still remember the first time I saw this game, this level design with all the trees, the hidden treasures, the enemies, for example, this muzzle crocodiles walking around, and of course the main enemy, King Carole at the end. And I can remember this music on the ship. Maybe you remember this as well. Yeah, just a big time. I enjoyed that very much. And so Diddy Kong and also Donkey Kong are so important figures to me, and I guess also to a lot of you guys. Yeah, meanwhile I created the arms and the legs of Diddy, and I included some aluminum wire, a very thin aluminum wire, as a skeleton, because this thin clay worm would break too easily or would melt down in the oven, and so I wanted to give it a more stable structure. Oh, already looks so fantastic, this tiny Diddy, as if he is about to run away looking for some bananas. Yeah, this mixture will be for the backpack, so just some ochre, brown and green. And out of this backpack, well, there comes this rocket. I assume there is a special word for this in English. for this kind of rocket, but for me it's just a rocket. It's well known among so many Donkey Kong games, video games, and so I decided to attach it as well. Yeah, this is the rocket with the red top, and just adding some aluminum wire to it, that it is more stable, and then that there is a connection to Diddy. These are the wooden details for the barrel. Yeah, barrels are always very important in Donkey Kong games. And just adding some scratches for the fur, tiny details. And then we are finished, at least with the Diddy. We have to create the stand. And I mixed some green together, so this will be some plants. This blue and gray and white will be some stone, and this black will be the main part of the stand I'm going to create. Just cut out some pieces of stone. I think it's very typical for Donkey Kong games. There's always this kind of stone tiles on the floor, and always looks like as you're in the jungle walking on a path. Yeah, and this green, well, I mixed the green, I just made it a bit darker, at least for 1/3. This is the base layer of the plant. Then I am taking the mixture I created on top, and then for the last third of this clay I just making it a bit brighter, so that it goes from dark to bright, and you have a tiny color gradient in this plant, and I think it looks nice. Very typical for these Donkey Kong level designs. Okay, we just have to add some aluminum wire, because this is the part where we will hang Donkey Kong and also Diddy. Okay, the stand is finished. Just adding some details to the stones, and we are ready to go into the oven. Ooh, freshly baked Diddy and freshly baked stand. I'm always saying that, hope it doesn't annoy you. Okay, this is Donkey Kong. I created in the previous tutorial, and just gluing Diddy right on top, right at his back. This is the hand drill I'm using, just to make it very stable, and that the aluminum wire well, just fits in this rocket. We need some wool, and we need some colors. I start painting this aluminum wire, and after I finished painting this piece of aluminum wire, it gives us a great guide on where to put which color of wool. Yeah, I thought this would be the spot where the steams is coming right at the ground, so I just made it a bit darker. Okay, then after that you just have to add these different colors of wool, and I'm drilling it together. And well, this is the last step basically. You just have to glue it right on top. But before, I decided just to add some more details to the rocket. I did that afterwards. So I had to bake these tiny red pieces while I was creating. But this isn't a problem. Just adding some black for the ashes coming out of this rocket. And I guess finally That's it.
Just click on the eye in case you missed the tutorial of Donkey Kong. In the tutorial of Donkey Kong I told you that you can win this Donkey Kong head I created, and these are all the participants who wrote Polymer Clay Banana Head in the comments. I'll let Donkey Kong decide. The paper which falls right next to his head is the winner. And the winner is... Congrats! You won this Donkey Kong head. Okay, I guess that's it. Thanks for watching, leave me some comments below and hope to see you next time. Bye!